Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to maintain your dignity, okay? How not to lose your self-respect and how to avoid being insulted, how to avoid insults. Yeah, because in this day and age where we are, see finish is a thing, okay? If you're not Nigerian, see finish is basically over familiarity. Hi, my name is Adeze. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you do before this video ends, okay? I'm going to remind you. I pray I remind you. So now the first thing is know your worth, okay? This might sound cliche. This might be something you've heard over and over again. Let me just be one of those voices telling you again, okay? Know your worth, know who you are, okay? One of the best ways to know your worth is to go and read your Bible, okay? But if you're not a Christian, okay, that's fine. Okay, but if you're a Christian, get to know God. If you get to know God, then you get to know who you are and why you are here and your purpose on earth or what He created you for. Aside that, like, know your worth, know who you are as a human being, know what you should accept and what you should not accept. If there are things in your life that makes you feel less than or makes you feel worthless, then address those issues. Know what is part of your plan or part of the plan. Know what is not, okay? Know what the plot is and what is not part of the plot, okay? So these are things that you get to know as you grow older. However, age is not really a determining factor of whether you know your worth or not. There are people who are younger that know their worth, and there are people who are older that are still learning, don't even know who they are or where they are, okay? So especially when you have put in the work, okay? Don't let the opinion of others determine how you feel about yourself. So I think the other points that are going to come after still have something to do with this point, okay? So basically I'll be expatiating more on all these things I just said in the subsequent points, okay? Now the next one is know the worth of others in your life. Know the place of others in your life. Yes, you have friends, you have relatives, you have family members, you have children, you have, all kinds of acquaintances, all kinds of relationships here and there. Learn to know where to place each person in your life. Know how to compartmentalize. I have to say that word slowly. Know how to compartmentalize people, friendships, relationships in your life, okay? Know where each person fits or how each person fits into your life and deal with them accordingly. Okay, some of you are treating acquaintances as friends, some of you are treating friends as acquaintances, some of you are treating family as strangers, some of you are treating strangers as family. Make it make sense, okay? So everybody that comes in your life, they have a place in your life. And how you will know this is by how they act, how they treat you, how they behave, the kind of characters they have, the kind of personalities they have, the kind of people they are should determine where you place them in your life. Some of you are bringing people very close to you who you should keep at arm's length, okay? Some of you are dining with the devil, forgetting that he's the one that's bringing the food, okay? Whether you are using a long knife or a long fork or a long spoon, you are still eating the devil's food. So it's a long spoon, but you still scoop that food and put it in your mouth. You're still eating his poison. I feel like me as a person, if I try to personalize this, I feel like this is something that I have gotten a hang of and I know how to, do actually. And I think my personality has something to do with it, okay? I'm not a very friendly person, okay? I accept friendship. I'm open to friendship. I'm not rude. I'm not whatever, like I'm just a normal person, right? But I am not going to go out of my way to make friends and laugh with everybody and just be, seeking friendships, right? I'm not that kind of person. So because of that, I think because I'm the one that lets in instead of going for, I know who to let in and who not to let in. Now the next one, which is something that I hold very dear to me, okay? This is something I take personal, okay? Do not go where you are not invited. I do not go where I am tolerated. I go where I am celebrated. Okay? I saw a post on Twitter. I said I was going to do a video about it. Maybe I'll still do a video about it, okay? I saw a post on Twitter where a guy said that stage where you start hating your girlfriend. And I was reading some of the comments, even though I didn't read so much because it was just getting really dark and annoying. But I read some of the comments and all I could see was, or all I could think of was, how did the girls tolerate this nonsense and still stay? Because the guys were saying things they used to do to their girlfriends, cheat so that she will leave you, become annoying so that she will leave you, stop paying attention to her so that she will leave you, just basically things that they were doing. When they hear her voice or when they see her call, they'll be sad, they'll be depressed, And as I was reading those comments, I was like, it can never be me. I can say it with my full chest that it could have never been me, okay? Because I am someone that a slight change in tone I will address it, okay? It's either I move away or you explain to me that slight change in your tone, okay? I will say it's because I'm kind of empathetic, okay? I know everybody wants to say they're an empath or whatever, yeah, whatever you want to call it, but I know I can put myself in other people's shoes, and I always give excuses for other people, okay? So I know how to read people, and mostly because, you know, I like to study people. It's something I like. I wish I had read psychology. Maybe I should have read it. Maybe it's not too late for me, but I wish I had read psychology, okay? So it's something I actually like. So when I'm with people, when there's a slight change in their behavior or mannerisms, I know. And once I know there's a slight change, before you tell me go, I have already gone, okay? Before you tell me it's over, I've already moved on. Like, you're talking to yourself at that point, because your person you're talking to is not even there to hear it, okay? I always tell people that I've never gotten my heart broken, and I've never been broken up with. Like, and I've dated people, okay? I've dated quite a number of people, but nobody has ever broken up with me. Nobody has ever, you know, called it quits or no, because before, in fact, I anticipate it. I anticipate that once I see certain things happening in your life, I can anticipate where it's going to end. So I end it for you. It's not you that will end it, it's me that will end it, okay? You're in university, right? You're about to graduate, and your boyfriend is, let's say, a medical doctor or is a lawyer, you know? Let's just say he's a medical doctor, right? And you know that after this, he's still going to do this. After that, he's still going to do that. After that, he's still going to do that one before he will now finally get this one, before he will now settle down and now be, you know, okay to start a family. And that's like in 10 years' time. Meanwhile, you're finished graduating, you're done with your life. Your next stage is marriage. It's not going to work, okay? It's not going to work. There are rare cases where it might work. All well and good, okay? But someone like me, I could not have stayed there to try and find out if it will work or not. When you want to get married in the next 3 years, but your boyfriend's plans are obviously going to materialize in the next 15 years, what are you doing there? Like, you know, so he still has time to date more people and break up with more people before he finds his person that he's going to end up with, okay? So what are you doing there? So when I was seeing that post, I was just like, these girls were not smart. Like, I go where I'm celebrated. If the ovation is not loud, I'm not coming. It will never get to that point where you will now insult me or you will now, you know, treat me like trash. It will never get to that stage because I won't give you that opportunity. Your friend is having a date with her boyfriend. She tells you come and follow. You too, you follow and go there. The man is now eyeing you throughout the date. The guy is now treating you like trash. He's now ordering food for his girlfriend and then not ordering for you or something. Like, it can never be me. Do not tell lies. Do not be deceitful, and know how to be unbiased, okay? If you are known to be a liar, people are going to easily disregard you and easily insult you. If you are known to be deceitful, your yes is not your yes, your no is not your no, then you are going to be easily, you know, treated like trash, because people don't know where to place you. People don't know how to feel about you. People cannot trust your words. So at the end of the day, it's your words mean nothing to them. It's one of my pet peeves. When you lie for no reason. The last time I lied for no reason was maybe when I was a child. It's not even no reason per se, because then you're afraid of beating, you're afraid of being punished, so you will lie. But as a grown adult, you're making up stories, you're being deceitful, you're saying things that are not true just because you want to impress somebody. Like, it can never be me. Something I don't even understand. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, okay? Now, am I someone who tells the truth always? No, okay? What I mean by that is this. If I feel like the truth is not necessary in that point, or the truth might hurt somebody seriously, or the truth is not required at that point, what do? I will keep quiet. I will not say anything. I will not tell you that your dress is nice if it is not nice. I won't do that. I won't tell you that you look good if you don't look good. If I see somebody now and I want to compliment their looks, if they don't look good, I'll look for one item on their body that looks good and compliment that item. Now, the way I will say it, you feel like it's your overall. I'll be like, oh my God, you have pretty eyes. That's a compliment. I'm not going to come and tell you, oh my God, you look so good, your dress is gorgeous. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, you look ugly. No, I will not do that, okay? If I want to even compliment your dress, I might just say, wow, I like the beads on the dress. And true, I like the beads on the dress, but I might not like the way it was put together. I like the beads on the dress. It's when you now ask me for my opinion, like, do you think it fits me? Do you think it's nice for the occasion? I might now tell you the truth, okay? So that's what I mean by I'm not someone that will volunteer information. So I might not volunteer the truth for you, except you ask me. And in cases where I am not volunteering the truth, I would, either keep quiet, I'll talk about something else, okay? So it's something I always tell people that I'm not someone that you actually catch lying, because I will not lie to you. The only thing is that I might keep quiet, I might not say anything, I might change the topic, but that I will actually come and lie to you. For what? You come and beat me. What will you do? Are you feeding me? Are you going to give me food? What does your perception of me have to do with anything, okay? So that is why I don't see the need to lie. And it's something I always tell my friend. Okay, I always say it, even though I say it laughing, but I still mean it, right? I used to say that, oh, so now maybe now police stop you, or let's say what would I even say? Police stopping is even something. Let's use this example, for instance, right? Somebody walks into a place. Mind you, you've greeted the person. That's it. You don't need to even compliment that person. But because you want to be nice, you want to be like a friendly person, you now say, oh my God, you look so good. Meanwhile, in your head, you don't think so. In fact, in your head, you're laughing at the person. But you're like, oh my God, you look so good. Oh, I wish I had your dress, right? I used to tell people that, so because of that lie, now I will not end up in the same hell with murderers, with terrorists, with thieves, with armed robbers that have stolen billions of dollars and enjoyed themselves on earth, with murderers, with serial killers. Because I cannot just keep quiet and I want to be seen as, oh, I'm such a friendly person, I will not end up in the same hell with those people. Make it make sense now. Make it make sense. And now you're ending up in the same hell with people who have 50 bodies, hidden under their basement. Like, make it make sense. Okay, so don't be a liar. Don't be known to be deceitful, because over time you will see that people will stop respecting you. People will not take your word for anything. When people need an opinion that is unbiased, they will not come and meet you, because you're a very biased person. You're someone that lives with emotion. Everything you're living with emotion. You're you cannot just sit down and see things from two angles. Let your word be your bond. When people think of you, let them think of you as someone that they respect and they look up to. Not someone that, I beg, like when they talk about it, they roll their eyes. That's sad. The next one is to be respectful. You have to be a respectful person, okay? I don't know how to explain it when I tell people that being respectful will actually take you places. It will actually open a lot of doors for you. It will actually, bring favor towards you. You don't lose anything by being respectful, even when people are being disrespectful. Okay, I always tell people that it's a thing of pride for me to be in an argument with somebody and the person is insulting me and calling me names, and I did not call the person a name. And I'm just stating facts, giving you facts, straight up, stating facts. When you call me Yama, they're I'm like, no wahala, but this is that. I take pride in not being disrespectful. Now, if it gets to a stage where you are now, trying to put hands on me or being overly disrespectful, I will walk away or let you go, or I disrespect you back, okay? But my normal default setting is to be very respectful of others. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't take anything from you to be respectful. Some people just over esteem themselves, okay? They have a bloated sense of self, okay? Delusion of grandeur, grandiosity. You feel like you are too much, meanwhile you are nobody. It takes nothing from you to actually accord people their due respect. Now, am I overly respectful? No. I'm not going to go out of my way to grovel and be following you up and down and be doing yes ma, yes ma, yes ma. That one irritates me. Like, no, just because you are somebody. See, one thing that irritates me is when because somebody is rich and famous, the person now says something that is dry and everybody just laughs. Even when it is not funny, that thing irritates me. I won't laugh. I might just smile. I might just be quiet, but I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to frown. I'm not going to, be rude, but I'm not going to laugh. Like, nothing irritates me. Okay, so I'm not going to be an ass licker. I'm not going to just be following up and down because you are rich and famous or whatever, or because you are whoever you are. No. Okay, I'm just going to accord you the due respect, and that is it for me. Okay, so if you are someone who people know is very respectful, in turn, people are going to respect you. Respect is reciprocated, okay? Respect is reciprocal. You cannot be expecting respect from people when you don't respect them or when you don't respect yourself, okay? So when you respect yourself and you respect others, in turn, people are going to respect you. Now, are there cases where people will now disrespectful? Of course, there are cases like that, okay, because of some other factors, because of see finish, okay, but generally, the majority of people are going to accord you due respect as well because you are a very respectful person. But if you come and you are rude, or you're trying to be who you are not, or you're trying to have this, like I said, grandiosity, delusion of grandeur, some people's life mission will be to bring you down, to bring your shoulders down. Now, this next one is so important, okay? Be a giver and not a taker. See, being a giver is very, very underrated or underestimated. I don't know how to explain it, okay? You see people who are always takers, they are always disrespected. Some of them don't care, wetin concern them, insult them, but give them what they want, okay? Yeah, but that's for people that don't care. But if you know you care about your self-respect, you care about your respect, you care about your image, you care about, how people perceive you, then be a giver, okay? People generally respect people who are givers. Now, I'm not saying you should go and be a giver without sense, because people are going to use you, people are going to, basically use you, right? But being a giver earns you your respect. But when you are a taker, where every time is you they are contributing for, every time you're the one that they are contributing for, every time they are paying for your food, every time you go out with your friends, you are the one that does not have money. If you don't have money, then sit your ass in your house. Every time you, because somebody is you have a rich friend, you are following that friend up and down for what you can gain from them. No, have some self-respect, okay? Where is your dignity? Where is your dignity in a family? When it comes to a family, you cannot contribute anything. You're always looking for who contributes for you. Every time it's you that are dashing money, every time it's you that are giving money. When they share money in the village, you must always collect. You've never contributed. You're always going to where they are giving money. Every time you're looking for your uncle that will help you, you're looking for who will help you. Every time you are looking for how you will collect from people without giving. That's really, really sad. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't ask for help, but when it is a normal constant, they always know you. You never have money. You are never someone that has anything to give. I know one funny thing that people don't understand them. Now, there are two things. Because somebody is well off or better than you does not mean you cannot give them anything. In fact, when it comes to my relationship with people who are richer than me, or maybe uncles who are richer or people who are richer than me, I prefer to be the one who gives them things. Okay, you don't know how much it means to rich people when you dash them. When you that you're not that rich, you give them things. When you dash them things, when you gift them things, you don't know how much it means to those people because they are used to being collected from. They are used to being the ones giving. Even with your partners, even with a relationship. I remember my husband telling me when I bought him his PS5, my husband was so emotional that he told me that nobody has ever, or aside when he now started dating me or when we now got married, right? Or nobody has ever seen him and just gifted him something because they always think he's one that should be giving them. You are doing better than us now, even in family, even in everything, even in other settings, in family settings and friendship settings. Many of them will just feel like it's you that you are doing well now. Even in settings where you and your friends are equally doing well, because you manage yourself in a way where you have more finances, basically to yourself. Like you're not overspending, you're not buying things, you're not living above your means, you're living within your means, you're even living less than your means, right? Even in such settings, you see that people who earn as much as you will still be expecting you to give them. When you gift somebody who is already, that doesn't need anything, basically, it's very difficult though gifting such people because it's like this person already has everything. What do I gift them, right? As much as that is true, try, no matter how small it is, always be a giver. Okay, let people around you feel the impact of your presence. Always be a giver. And okay, the second part of that too is always be mindful of people who have been giving you. Okay, see, I have a scoreboard in my head though, and I must repay. It's not necessarily a good thing to always be keeping scores in your head. However, to an extent, it is necessary. Okay, to be able to keep track of not being the receiver of things all the time. Okay, so when I have friends that are always givers, because you can have friends who are naturally givers, like it's naturally they are certain. Someone like my mom is a natural setting to be a giver, right? When you are with such people, you need to be mindful of how much they have done for you and try to maintain or reciprocate that energy. Okay, try to reciprocate that energy. So if I have a friend now that is someone like Nelona, is someone that likes to give, likes to gift, likes to give other people, right? In my head, I have a calculator somewhere. Like, if you do this for me, I must do something for you in return that is equal or more good enough. Like, it might not be equal. It doesn't mean that because you dash me 50k now, I must dash you 50k. No. But if you dash me 50k, can I at least, when I prepare something nice, send you some? Okay, does it make sense? So you should be able to have that calculator in your head. There are some people that I know that they genuinely don't have that calculator in their head. Like they just be taking, take, but they never give. Like they never give. They are always the takers because they feel like, Now, if you don't have money to give, do you have time to give? Okay, if you don't have time to give, do you have acts of service to give? You can't give money, but you are good at arranging things. For instance, go and help your friend arrange their things. It's different ways, right? It's different ways, but just know that you should always reciprocate that energy. Now, it doesn't mean that the person that you're giving to will always recognize that you're giving to them. They will not recognize it, but you, as long as in your head, for me, as long as in my head, I recognize that I am also giving back to that person, it's good for me. I hate feeling like somebody is doing too much for me. I don't like it. It will even spoil the friendship. If I feel like you're doing too much for me, I run away from you. If I see that you are someone that maybe, it might not even be friends, it might be like, maybe, I don't know, maybe my children's school teacher or my neighbor. If I see that you're doing too much for me and I cannot do back for you, I don't feel like doing back for you, I will run away from you, okay? I'll just cut that friendship, I'll move away from you so that I will not feel indebted to you, okay? Especially if I don't want to be indebted to you, I'll move away from you, right? So Yeah, that's it. The next one is to control your emotions. If you are someone that easily flies off the handle, every time you are getting heated, every time you are getting, you are responding with your emotions, whether you are crying or you are shouting or you are, I don't know, whatever it is. If you're that kind of person, you're going to be attracting insults left, right, and center. Okay, people are going to use you. People are going to trigger you. People are going to try to trigger you because they know your buttons. Okay, when you are handing all your cards to your enemy, when you are not even just your enemy, when you are putting all your cards on the table, every time your emotions are on your, you are carrying your emotions on your sleeve, or what they even say, you are wearing your emotions on your sleeve. Every time people meet you, they know everything, they know how you feel about everything. You're going to receive insults. Okay, you're going to be triggered, you are going to be dealt with, you're going to get into fights up and down because people already, they've seen you finish, they know your reaction, they know how you think, they know what you feel, they know how what they are doing is affecting you. They will keep doing it if they want to really get at you, right? So learn to manage your emotions. Sometimes just be looking, sometimes say one thing and go, in fact, light the match and walk away. That's what I used to do very well, Sha. You can be going off and on and on and on and on and on watching you. When I just light my own match, I go away. I don't want to be there for the explosion so that you implode. Now the next one is seek help, self-improvement, visit a therapist, always try to improve yourself, read, get wisdom. Okay, the Bible says it's in all that getting, get wisdom. Okay, you can actually get wisdom. How do you get wisdom? You get wisdom by reading, you get wisdom by applying those things you have read. You don't have to be a one-trick pony. The only thing you know is this. Every other thing about life you don't know. You only know this. You know tech, so every other thing about life you don't know, you don't want to know. You know science, so everything about life you don't know. Don't be a one-trick pony. And the other way around, you know pop culture, you are there, you know everything about pop culture, but every other thing else you don't know it. Okay, so it makes people see you as less than. It makes people start seeing you as not so smart. It makes people see you as not so wise. And if people don't see you as not so smart or not so wise, when they are trying to come up with certain things, certain ideas, they disregard you because they feel like you don't know anything. Okay, not like they don't feel like you don't feel like you're. It's not even about education now. It's not that go school. No, you might even be educated, but when they know that anytime they call you, your opinion is always trash. You're always talking rubbish. You're always talking OP, or you're always dumb when it comes to certain important things. You don't know anything about anything. Okay, people are going to disregard you and disrespectful. Even in families, they cannot call you to come and give your opinion on something, and you will come and give a sensible opinion. When you come and open your mouth, it's just air that's coming out. Okay, the air in your brain is what is coming out of your mouth, right? If people see you like that, they will disregard you, they will disrespect you, they will impose their opinions on you, they will come up with solution and then tell you what solution is. They won't involve you in the process. Okay, it goes even in relationship, even in marriage. If you are in your marriage, your husband knows that you don't have anything upstairs. Okay, the only thing you know is telemundo, the only thing you know is gossip and fight with your friends, the only thing you know is makeup, right? He will just be treating you like he'll just be imposing information on you. He'll just tell you, this is what we're doing next, this is where we're going to next, this is what we're doing with our life next, this is what you should be doing with yourself. Okay, he's going to be imposing things on you, and it goes both ways. Okay, even when you have a husband who is an airhead, the only thing he knows is football, the only thing he knows is drinking and smoking, the only thing he knows is his work, anything aside his work, no inputs that make sense in it, you will see yourself disregarding your husband. It's human nature. The way you carry yourself, you command respect. Okay, now this next one is one of the most important points. If you do not hear anything I said from the beginning of this video, you see this particular point is one of the most important points I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Come closer, let me tell you. One of the ways that you are going to earn respect is by speaking less and listening more. What did I say? Speak less and listen more. Okay, see, if you are someone that talks a lot, there are people who talk a lot. Fun fact, I actually do talk a lot, right? Not in outside setting, not with everybody. With my very, very close friends, I can talk for hours, right? Not really. I've seen people that talk more than me, so I know I'm not really like that. Like, it gets to a stage where I get tired of talking, right? Anyway, there are people that don't get tired of talking, but I've noticed that if you are someone who talks too much, first of all, you'll be messianing. It gets to a stage where you start messianing, you start telling lies. Okay, the Bible even says that the multitude of words sin abounds, something like that. Let me look for that scripture. Let me look for it. Okay, so two scriptures, they are both from Proverbs, right? Now the first one is Proverbs 10 verse 19, and it says, In the multitude, that is the New King James Version, okay? It says, in the multitude of words, sin is not lacking, but he who restrains his lips is wise. That is one scripture. Now, the next scripture in Proverbs 11 verse 14, it says, where no counsel is, the people fail, but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So yeah, if you think about it, when there are a multitude of counsels or counselors, you are listening. When you have so many people talking to you, okay, counselors, you are listening, okay, so you are listening more, right? Now, in the multitude of words, what did he say? Sin abounds because you're talking too much, you are saying too much, you are trying to be interesting, people are losing interest, you are still talking, you want to make them interested in what you are saying, you now start adding lies, you start embellishing, you start saying what you're not supposed to say, you start giving out information you're not supposed to give out, okay, you start putting yourself in jeopardy, start putting your life at risk, putting yourself in danger, okay, giving out things about yourself you're supposed to give out. Even vlogging, even being a YouTuber here, there's so many things that I've said as a YouTuber that I'm like, when I look back, I'm like, why did I even say that thing? Okay, it's because of multitude of words. Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, yes, you try as much to reveal some things about yourself, but you are making a video, you are talking over and over again. Before you know what's happening, you will say the one you're not supposed to say, and you might not even know that you have said what you're not supposed to say. Okay, you might not even know until maybe later. In fact, you will edit that video, post it out, and you'll be fine. Then some months later, you now look back and you're like, did I really need to say that? Okay, it is what it is. It's a human thing. Okay, so the less you speak, the more intelligent you seem. Okay, the more smart you come across. It's better to keep quiet and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and prove them right. Okay, it's better to be quiet and people will be like, what's wrong with this one? This person not even talking himself. Than for you to now talk and they're like, ew, keep quiet. What the hell? Okay, so I have realized that when you are someone who listens a lot, now the worst thing that will happen in that case, because there's actually a downside to it, okay? What happens when you're not a talkative, when you're not someone that actually, when you listen more than you talk, right? People tend to not know who you are, so they become reserved themselves, right? So they become, by reserved, I mean, they might start having opinions about you that is not even true, but because you didn't really talk much, you didn't really give out much information about yourself, they might start seeing you as, I don't know if person really likes me, I don't know if person is really friendly. They might not see you as a very friendly person, you will not be their first point of call when they want to hang out or when they want to, basically hang out with friends. Like, you might not be the first person they're going to call. They might call you eventually because they know you and they like you, but normally when they think of, they want to call a friend, it's not you that they're going to call first, right? I know this, but I accept, as in I like it. Don't even disturb my life. As an adult now, like when I was younger, maybe I might have felt some type of way about it, but now as an adult, I'm like, don't even call me. Yes, like when you're thinking of hanging out, let me not be the first point of call, and let me be the last, so that if I say I'm not coming, you will not even feel bad. Okay, that's just it. Okay, so the downside to it is that people might not really be so open to you in terms of friendship, right? But the good part about it is that people will always overestimate who you are and always respect you for it. People will always see you as that, when you're that, calm person, quiet, just reserved and just doing your own thing. People respect you whether they like it or not. If they see themselves respecting you, even though they did not plan to, right? It is just human nature for you to respect the reserved person that is just, because it gives you this air of, I don't know how to explain. They don't really know you very well, so they don't know whether they can trigger you. They don't know what your triggers are. They don't know what they can say to step on you. You're not really giving them much to work with, so they're just like, let me just, respect myself around this person, right? And I love it. Okay, I like it. That's one. Another good thing about it is that when you get to know people and get to talk with people actually open up more to you than they would if you were actually someone that talks a lot. Okay, I have seen this thing play out in so many cases. I have this theory, that when there is silence, people are uncomfortable, even amongst friends. When there is silence, it gets people, you might not even know it, but that silence it makes people uncomfortable, So because of it, people tend to now try to talk more to fill up that silence, right? So if you're in a conversation with somebody and whenever the person talks, right, or whenever you talk, the person is quiet, you will see yourself trying to talk more to, keep the banter flowing, especially if you're a talkative person, right? You see yourself talking more to keep the banter flowing. Before you know what's happening, you will reveal your whole life to that person. You will reveal your whole future to that person, okay? Because the person is just talking. I'm not saying that you should not like you're just pressing your phone. No, I'm talking about you're listening to people, you're talking to them, you're just asking them leading questions, and you're just quiet listening to them. They will reveal so much about themselves to you, which will help you, one, treat them better if you're seeking to treat them better. And if you don't want them in your life, they will reveal enough for you to say, okay, I've made my decision, this person no follow. Yeah, when you are someone who doesn't volunteer so much information, but you listen, you nod, you lead people on with your leading questions, follow-up questions, people will reveal a lot to you, and it will help you decide who you should keep around you, who you shouldn't keep around you, who can disrespect you. You will know from talking to them who can disrespect you, who will disregard you, who will be good for you, who will be bad for you. Okay, so it is very important for you to speak less. Okay, now again, there are people who their default setting is to be talking. They like to talk. It's their personality. Okay, you can't fault them for that, but even if that is your personality, there is also a limit. Like, it's a down limit, there's an upper limit, there's a lower limit. Okay, try and stick more to your lower limits. Okay, try and stick more to your lower limits. If someone that likes to say 1,000 things, okay, you can say between 1,000 things and 5,000 things. Okay, stick to 1,000. Stay on that your limit. Someone like me can be 100 to 1,000. 1,000 might be my maximum. I'll try and stick to 100, 200, 300. But you that 1,000 is your limit, your lower limit. Try and stick to 1,000, 2,000. Don't always going to 10,000 and 5,000 or whatever. Anyway, you guys get the point. Okay. So those are my tips, or those are my points, or whatever, for how to maintain your respect and avoid insults. Okay, let me know in the comment section what you think, and other ways you think you can avoid insults and disrespect from people, how you can maintain your dignity, how you can maintain your beauty, how you can maintain your wig. Leave your wig on your head. Don't allow your wig to be snatched in public. Okay, how do you do that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.